Healing is very important. It is. It is. And when I'm speaking about healing, I'm not talking about your diseases that you have, the physical ones that you have gone to be diagnosed by a doctor, that has been diagnosed by a doctor, but rather the emotional ones that we can't even see, that shows up in different parts of our lives, shows up in different parts of the day, shows up when we're dealing with our children, shows up when we're dealing with our husbands, shows up when we're dealing with our wives, right? It's the suppressed, the things that we have suppressed for so long and haven't dealt with, and now circumstances is bringing these things to the surface. Healing is important. Please, my African sisters and my African brothers, I know we don't talk about this in our community as much as we should. Because when you bring up healing, people think of religion, they think of other things or tradition, whatever the case may be. Healing is holding your soul accountable. Eh, it is going deep into yourself and look at what has been done to you and how that is affecting your adult life, and how you are breaking your children, and how you are disrespecting your husbands, and how you are disrespecting your siblings, and how, if you're a man, you're disrespecting your wife. You know what I mean? I know we don't talk about this as much, right? If you come from a household where things weren't talked about, then everybody goes passive aggressively, just handling situation. And because things are not talked about, it creates a deeper divide in the home. If you come from a household where things are talked about, but there's no boundaries, then people are just talking left and right, not talking to each other, but talking at each other. Healing brings things to perspective for you. It it gives you the tools to begin to regulate yourself, because the background that you come from, there was no emotional regulator there. There were chaos and chaos. What I'm beginning to see now, right? I'm a woman of a certain age, is how women and men are breaking their children. Our parents did it, and let's say they didn't have the tools to, right? We are living in an age where we have the resources to actually begin to help ourselves. So African women or Africans, I beg, mukuna no use religion to ignore what they go on, because eventually our children are going to start fighting back. They'll fight back anyways, but if you break them, then you have a bigger battle to fight. Emotinia is my name, a visual storyteller who happens to be visually impaired, and I love covering African stories.